Hi, I'm Jonathan, and I would like to talk about Aboriginal Americans, in other words, Native Americans, and the New Madrid earthquake. Just a review, over the last 3 years, God has given me visions and prophetic words about this massive earthquake down the New Madrid fault line, where literally half of the USA will fall into the sea because of God's judgment against America. So I want to say how this relates to American Indians, because this earthquake would not have happened if it wasn't for the genocide of Aboriginal Americans by European settlers. The genocide of Aboriginal Americans by Western civilization, this eradicated the antidote to preventing the New Madrid earthquake. That antidote being respect for the earth, rather than raping her for her resources. Embracing Native American worldview may have prevented disaster. First of all, you need to know that current U.S. history, it tries to whitewash the presence of Aboriginal Americans. It's cited that there were only 1 million Native peoples on present U.S. land by the time of the first white settlers. But anthropologists will tell you that the population of Native Americans was at least 8 million and possibly even up to 45 million Aboriginal Americans by the time the white settlers first arrived to this continent. So we're talking about a serious genocide here. Today, God gave me a vision of cornbread crumbling. It lasted for like a couple seconds. God gave me this vision today. I saw cornbread crumbling, and then God told me when I saw the vision, Spirit is keeping it together. Spirit holds it together, about the cornbread. It's really random. I had the vision today. God had blessed Aboriginal Americans with the spirit of knowing God's glory through connection to the earth. But now that Western civilization has snuffed out that spirit, there's nothing holding the cornbread together. The United States of America will literally, I'm talking about literally, crumble like cornbread. The continent itself will fall to pieces like cornbread. Also today, God reminded me of the conclusion to the movie War of the Worlds. Like the aliens in the movie, they were trying to wipe out humans from the earth. But they died, the aliens died because they couldn't handle these spores in the air that humans had developed an immunity to. Something like that. I never read the book, and something like that. I don't really understand. But anyway, War of the Worlds, the end to the movie. So what I'm trying to say about the North American continent, with the native peoples here, if you slaughter the people of the land and colonize it, the land itself will rise up and kill you. Fracking is the last block. Here's my visual aid that you were wondering about. Fracking is the last block to the structure of environmentally destructive practices that will bring down the entire North American continent. So this is fracking. And this is the history of the raping of Mother Earth resources by U.S. corporations and by white civilization. That was the New Madrid earthquake, and that was causing destruction to the North American continent. Very graphic, I know. Okay. An earthquake of this magnitude is unconditional. Meaning this is going to happen no matter what, because the only medicine to the land, to the North American continent, was the presence of Aboriginal Americans. I love you.